is a little bit of a blood feud. The competitor returning has a bone to pick with the competitor who put him on the injured list to begin with. Let's see how it goes when these two lock horns for the first time in 3 long months. Introducing first.
Tell you what the fuck I mean. Hey, little lady, got to say maybe even I can leave right now. Let's say make you shake your money maker, baby, I'ma show you. It's an easy as 1, 2, 3. Touch me with you, touch me. Let me take it back to my savage habit. Baby, that's rubber action. On the graphic passion. Californication, bastard. Not controlling the juggle, man. Like a man at the side of me, man. Baby, let's get live. Shake your mind. Hey, little lady, got to say maybe. Even I can leave right now. Say, make it shake your money, make it, baby, I'ma tell you. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, he is a former MMA and Muay Thai world champion, as well as an accomplished author turned wrestler. They call him Mr. Everything. Returning to Thrash, Chase Degenhardt. And the opponent fighting out of Kelowna, BC. He is the Cougar Meat Kid, Dr. Collin Cutler. Our official for this contest is Casey Morrison, and on his command, we will be underway.
200.
nothing but intensive training, thinking about this moment that he gets to lock horns with the Cougar Meat Kid one more time. And Degenhardt wasting no time as he goes to that belly-to-back suplex. Degenhardt once again in control of the waist lock, planting his opponent on the canvas. Collin Cutler though with a quickness advantage and a swift kick to the glutes. Knee to the midsection from Degenhardt, continuing his onslaught, wrapping him up with a chokehold, and Collin Cutler got nowhere to go. No, he makes it to the ropes. Degenhardt with that MMA background, if he gets a chokehold on you, you are in trouble. And Collin Cutler there is unceremoniously ejected from the ring to the outside, landing in the first row of fans. Degenhardt now stepping to the outside. Collin Cutler trying to create distance, and he closes the distance real quick there with a running knee strike to the jaw. Now it's Degenhardt trying to escape, but Cutler comes around the other side. Cougar Meat Kid lines it up. Kick just about takes Degenhardt's head off. Cougar Meat Kid now forcing Mr. Everything back into the ring.
Kamloops, I want to hear you.
And even a midsection from Degenhardt, taking Cougar Meat Kid, Collin Cutler down the canvas.
Let's fight.
And a big right knee there, landing in the ribs of Collin Cutler. Degenhardt now putting all his weight across the throat of his opponent.
1, 2, 3. Get off the line, get off.
Degenhardt forcing Casey Pete to count to 3.
355, but we'll split it, and I gave them 180. I actually got the better half.
Come on, Chase, get out of the corner.
And Degenhardt going with a swift kick. Collin Cutler in the corner and in trouble.
Come on, Chase, get out of the corner.
And those educated Muay Thai feet of Degenhardt continuing to inflict damage.
See if you can get my tag.
And a big Irish whip there in the corner from Degenhardt, but Cutler gets the boot up at the last second. Cutler might be thinking tornado DDT, and he just plans at his opponent. Cutler with a sunset roll up into a pin. Count of 2. Oh my God! Degenhardt just fed Collin Cutler his entire boost. And Degenhardt continues the onslaught of vicious knees and feet. Cutler in trouble here as he's forced to a seated position, and Degenhardt wrenching on the neck and spine. Collin Cutler with nowhere to go. Our official Casey Morrison on the case. And this crowd is getting behind the Cougar Meat Kid, and it's working. Oh! Roundhouse kick to the feet. It's over. Somehow Collin Cutler is still with us. I don't all of the official spot count. And again with those swift kicks, faster than lightning themselves. And Collin Cutler tries to compete, but the MMA experience grounded in the Degenhardt. As that modified leg bar walked in, forcing the femur of Collin Cutler to be contorted. Cutler in excruciating pain. And Kamloops is getting behind him and he makes it to the rope. Degenhardt forced to break the hold. Degenhardt into a pin. And a count two. And the frustration mounting on the face of Mr. Everything. This is when he's at his most dangerous. This is when he's a little bit ticked off. How's that mark? Cutler throw-over suplex and the Cougar Meat Kid just took flight across the wrestling ring. Impressive show of strength by Degenhardt. How's him up? And again, Collin Cutler free-falling for what feels like forever. And again, Degenhardt just hoisting his opponent up. And a big impact on that third slam. This one's gonna be over, folks. One. And Collin Cutler, known for never staying down, is doing just that here tonight in Kamloops. Taking everything Degenhardt's thrown at him and more. Cutler fights back, double axe handles to the midsection. Touch the clothesline, full head of steam off the ropes. Running single arm lariat for Cutler. Degenhardt taken down to the canvas. And the Cougar Meat Kid capitalized. Running Superman punch kick. Degenhardt shaking out the gauntlets. And he eats another. The Cougar Meat Kid is a house of fire. Irish whip reverse. Look out! Springboard. Nobody home. Shot to the midsection. Cutler out of the corner with a running knee strike to the cranium. Degenhardt's down. Cutler's up. He's way up. The Cougar Meat Kid looking to fly. Diamond slash. And Degenhardt this time getting the shoulder up at 2 3/4. Knockdown, drag-out brawl here. Both competitors are giving it an all. If you like what you're seeing, Kamloops, let them hear you. Cutler trying to force his opponent over, but the size of damage might be too much as Degenhardt with a big belly-to-belly overhand suplex. 1, 2. 2 and 7/8. It's getting close. Oh my as Mr. Everything basks in the glory of his return and the damage he's dealing to the Cougar Meat Kid. Degenhardt forcing his opponent back to a vertical base. Starts the offense with a set of knees to the midsection. Going for another gut wrench throw. Wait, Collin Cutler able to hang on to the knee pad. Stops Degenhardt from getting him up. Ducks the right hand. Impaler DDT. Collin Cutler out of nowhere with the impaler. Gets the arm over. Will it be enough? I'm running out of fractions, Casey. Collin Cutler, the first to show signs of life here as he's back to a vertical base. Degenhardt has yet to move. The fans know what they want to see. But Collin Cutler exposing the knee, removing that knee pad. Oh! Well, Degenhardt hit Casey. Casey hit the ropes and Collin Cutler hit. Rear naked choke. Rear naked choke locked in by Mr. Everything. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, by submission, Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this contest by submission is Chase Degenhardt, returning from injury. But at the end of the match, he would not release the submission hold until officials pried him on with Cutler.